Jamie, got a big test this weekend in a major spotlight. ESPNU coming to town with Burnetti at the quarterback of this team out of Memphis. Talk about the quarterback and how you've been preparing for him this week.
Well, it's Barry Burnetti. He's committed to West Virginia. Great player. He's a West Virginia style offense player. Can run it, throw it, all of that good stuff. He puts us in a bind. He really does. If we cover everybody and we let a lane get opened up, he'll cut it up and run it. So it's just been a tough task all week ever since Saturday when we got the films.
All right, Coach, another big thing you got to take advantage of. I know they were on TV last year, but you got a young group of kids also thrown in the national spotlight. Talk about just sort of getting them prepared mentally for that as well.
All right, we've been talking about it all week and telling them, what to expect. And most of them were here last year watching, if not playing, but not a whole lot of them got to play in this game. But we've explained to them what's going on, how many people will be here, how many people's going to watch it, and we've sort of pumped them up and told them that if they mess up, they're going to mess up in front of 3 million people.
Gotcha. Well, Coach, tell us about some of the guys you got in the defensive backfield and some of the names to look out for this season.
We've got Al Hentz is at one corner. We got Pierre Connor at another corner, and we have a freshman, Tony Connor, David Connor from last year, his little brother. He's 14 years old, and he's raw and just talented athletically, but he's going to be a real good player when he learns what's going on. And we'll play Nicholas Brazel, which is our wide receiver. If push comes to shove, we'll put him over corner and just lock their best receiver down.
Coach, big game Friday night. Going to be in the national spotlight with ESPNU coming to town. Talk about getting ready for the game and also just sort of tell everybody what you coach around here.
Okay. There's a lot of excitement around our school and the community, and to showcase our players and showcase our town and showcase our school and all that. But we had a good week. Feel like we got a good chance if we play. They got a great quarterback, got a great team. They've won 17 straight games, and they won the Tennessee State Championship also. So there's a lot of tradition at MUS also. They're well coached, and we'll have our hands full, but we like our chances playing, especially playing at home.
All right, Coach. Talk about what you coach and some of the names that we can look forward to standing out Friday night.
Okay. I coach skill guys here, quarterback and receivers. As everybody knows, the running game's been the deal around here for so long, and Lance, when he hired me, he's wanted us to try to get a little passing game, just try to throw it just a little bit to get people out of the run box, and we felt like we've done that. Our first night against Petal, our quarterback was 11 for 11 for about 160, had 3 touchdown passes. So we can do that kind of stuff, then we're going to be able to run it better. So because you run the ball to win no matter what league you play in. Name-wise, Lee Self is our quarterback, and junior. One of the players that are really special, Nick Brazel. He's our wideout. He'll probably be a dandy dozen next year. He is a good outside receiver, real fast, great catches. He's our go-to guy outside, and and then we have Nick Parker, our running back, and he's one of them. Have 3 that we play, but he's the marquee guy, and he's not really turned loose yet and really ran. So we're expecting this week to have a breakout game for him.
Yeah, we're talking with offensive coordinator Trey Dickerson. Coach, big ball game coming in Friday night. Going to be a national spotlight. Talk about just getting ready for this game.
Just hope our guys aren't overlooking them. Just from Memphis team, and every time we've played a Memphis school, we've usually been a little better. So this team's really well coached, and we played a Popka last year, and I would compare them a lot to them. Not going to beat themselves, not going to make any mistakes. You're going to have to beat them. And this week of practice has been pretty tough so far. In 2 days, we've run 75 plays of inside runs, so it's been pretty physical this week, and hopefully we'll be ready to play.
Well, Coach, not to show too much of your game plan for Friday night, but what's the mindset for you and the offense going into the game?
I think we have to set the tone early. I don't think they've played anybody that does what we do offensively, and that's run the ball and pound it. I think we've got to come out there and establish that first and early, and then from there branch off and see what happens.
All right, Coach, talk about some names that we can be looking out for on Friday night on your side of the ball.
Both of our running backs, of course, Nicholas Parker and Dominique Carruthers have both played well for us, and they'll be rotating in. And we have a third back, Quinn Griffin. Offensive line, nobody ever names it. We've got Deshaundra Kynes, Martez Wallace, Kenyatta McMurray, Austin Douglas, and E.J. Jones. That'll be the starting offensive line, and our tight end, Coach Rice. Talk about him later on, but those guys, that's where games are won and lost, and that's success at South Panola has been because of the offensive line over the years, and hopefully we'll continue that.
Now talking with tight end coach Coach Rice. Coach, big ball game this weekend. MUS coming to town, ESPNU coming along with them. Just talk about your mindset of approaching this week and keeping your guys focused.
Well, this week we're going to pay a lot of attention to detail. We're playing a team that's very well coached. They have guys that are going to be in position, and they're not going to let you beat them with the big play. They're going to kind of keep everything in front of them and come up and make tackles. So we're going to have to be able to sustain drives and on defense be able to maintain that quarterback because he's a deadly threat.
All right, Coach. Now I know you've been in the national spotlight as well, playing collegiate football. Sort of talk about your experience there and how you sort of transferred that over to your guys.
Well, my experience there, I just try to use the knowledge that I gained from my coaches, Coach Ron Middleton and Coach Matt Luke, and of course David Cutcliffe was my head coach. And I try to convey some of the things that I learned while I was playing ball at Ole Miss and try to bring it to my guys here. And me being a tight end in college, I learned a lot of things, and coaching that same position here, I'm able to share a lot of those things with my players that I have now.
All right, Coach. Well, real quick, talk about some of the players that we can look for in that position in the future, also in this game Friday night.
Well, in this game Friday night, starting for him will be Donnell Chapman. He'll be a junior this upcoming year. His first year of being a starter. He's been doing really well for me this season. He's learned and progressed really well. He will have Hunter Lawrence. He's a sophomore, and he's a real physical guy that's come off the ball and he likes contact, and so he enjoy hitting. Then I have Matt Brown. He's a senior, so he's sort of the leader of our group, and he's trying to kind of keep everybody straight and make sure everything's going. Then we have Taylor Rodenberry, who was a junior this year. He kind of moved over to defense, but he'll also be playing a lot of snaps on offense, and he was my starter at tight end last year, so he'll be playing big minutes this week and throughout the season. So hopefully we'll have some bigger things to come, and we'll progress as a group.
And now we're talking with Coach Weaver. Coach, big ball game this Friday night, going to be in the national spotlight. Talk about sort of your focus right now on getting the kids ready for this game.
Well, anytime you're on ESPN and our kids are going to respond to it, they're going to respond anyway, but this is kind of special to them. They don't get the chance to be on TV much. Our guys are really excited about the game. I think you're going to see some real physical football out of us this week. I've got a player, Griffin. He was our most valuable player last week on defense, or one of them. He's looking forward to the game. All of our kids are. And
All right, Coach. Talk about some of the names that we can expect to see some big plays out of, not only in this game, but maybe throughout the season.
Well, Griffin is good. He's a good player, and then we've got Market. Devin Clark. We've got several good players. This is a real young team, and we've got a lot of speed for this time of year and this age that they're playing at. We're going to get better and better as time goes on. But each week, some of these guys are going to improve. This is just, we're going into our third ball game, and a lot of these guys have never, had never started. But they're going to step up to play South Panola football.